Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Humankind, in which we are playing currently as a Zhou, fighting the Mycenaeans, led by Marbazir, and we are going into this battle, trying to siege the city. That's very excellent. We just got their town square. Having their town square means we are capturing their flag. I don't exactly yet know, to be fairly honest, what that entails, what that does. I'm gonna end the round actually. They're probably gonna come here. They don't dare an attack, that's interesting. What we're gonna do is, oh, this is an interesting one. Gonna stand over here, stand over there, and now we are flanking them. And I believe I read +2 from defending, from rear attack, +4 damage. Boom, boom, boom. But now also rear attack. So they are not doing too hot. Ooh. Alright. And this unit... No, I'm gonna end the round because that unit is not gonna do me much. Doesn't seem like he attacked. No, he didn't dare an attack. Because he knew he was going to lose the unit. And that means we've got the city. Woohoo! Aerostar unlocked. Oh, and I just noticed. There it is. You see him? Sneaky over there. There's a unit. We are going to quickly run after him. Because I don't know if that is the last unit of the Mycenaeans, but definitely it is a good one. And we are going to check... well, these guys, I could disband them. And grow the population of Mycenae over here. Or Mycenae? I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it. But it is currently an occupied city. I can't do yet anything with it. And we haven't demanded it yet in the war. So it's not ours yet. A cultural heritage. The capture of the great city of Mycenae was a proud day for your empire. Marching through its gates, however, it was clear the defeated citizens were equally proud of their own colorful culture. What do you make of their customs and rites? Show details. Well, we can either enact multiculturalism, and we move towards more food production and more influence, or we move towards more combat strength on units and more stability. Stability is better for a larger empire. Influence, well, you can see where influence is used for. It's all for use for all kinds of matter. Enabling civics, actually in outposts, and I haven't even showed you that, I reckon, because we haven't got an outpost yet ready. We will show you in a moment. You can build, if you have the right technology, these things up using influence. So there is really something to be said to have a lot of influence gain. Besides, we are currently an estate affinity. So you know what? Let's make that a thing. Converting to Zhou, very nice. Show civics. Cultural blessing. We're gonna go with multiculturalism.
They say alloys are stronger than pure metals. I guess we're going to see how far that metaphor applies to human societies.
And we could also do legitimacy, -50% on creating outposts or -20% on absorb outposts. We could get a lot of additional science, but I kind of like lowered cost for outposts, because we still have to create quite a few, and it gets us back to our stability.
That seems to leave a lot of interpretation of right and wrong, not to mention yours and mine.
And that is because we just enacted customary laws. Historical precedent and tradition serves as the basis for our judgments, not laws that will be debated, classified and codified for perpetuity. There is definitely something to say to be for the other, but early game, until I have this holy site, well, right now it's not that bad actually, but stability is nice. Trust me, you don't want your city to rebel. Rebel is not what you like to see. Come on, find me a curiosity, or otherwise I'm going to disband you. Because I am having a few units out here. Luckily they cost absolutely no upkeep, but... Oh, really? You spawned another one? Ransack this, please. I was about to think, are you ransack the forest? Well, he spawned a new unit, but I'm gonna ransack first that, so he won't create new ones. We're gonna end the turn here. Close to a victory in war. The Mycenaeans are about to lose their war support. Mutants, yeah, because they don't have the stability. And for some reason, and I dislike that, as a little bit sometimes what happens. Oh, close to war victory. Yes, yes, I know. I moved these units, but apparently, because I did get blocked by them, because that's what these shark teeth do. If you come across, it's like the zone of control from Civ 6. But right now I couldn't really do something about it. This army was stopped, but I haven't attacked him yet. I can just say, give this to me. And he would take that. Plus 45 reparations. But then his unit would still be alive. Let's just check what happens when his unit dies. So you are just allowed to flee very, very far away. Okay, that feels a little bit awkward to me. Their war support is 0, so we're just gonna have it all.
You are a rare gem.
There we go, and we
benefit from growing closer, don't you think?
Give me a moment to think, friend.
And he is immediately saying treaties. He wants to trade all of a sudden. That is interesting. For 5 gold. No, he's not willing to do that. Well, I'm kind of interested to see what you're going to do, because you don't have a city anymore. And we are now at our 2 city limit cap. But, as I just said, now that it is truly ours, what we can do is we can say, disband this unit, disband this unit, and all of a sudden we have 2 population in this city. Boom bada bing, baby. However, it is currently still very low in stability. It is going up in stability, so soon we will be able to do something. But right now it is just not working as it should. You know what? For the hell of it, we're gonna reload the turn. Because I want to see what happens when we do kill that unit. Because we should be able to. It's hedged between 2 of our armies. And you can only flee, or sorry, retreat once per turn. So I'm just curious. This is just a test of a game mechanic. Close the victory. Yeah, we know. Hold on. Before we do war resolution. There you are. Let's go here. He flees. Instant resolution. We win. Now he has no more units. Well, units that we can see. So maybe he does have other units. Who knows? As you can see, demanding items. Right now there are 2 items selected. He must give us this gold. But we can also demand other things. And there is a maximum you can take. Luckily, everything is within that power. So voila.
We would all benefit from growing closer, don't you think?
You know what? And this time I'm gonna accept.
Glorious, glorious. Let it be so.
And let's see what happens. I am gonna definitely send some scouts down there to see if he has more realm in the back. I think he would. By the way, I should really not tell this guy to go into the city because he has 1 star. And they were rare enough as it is in the beginning, so... but I am going to disband you, and I am going to disband you no, actually just 1, because they're rebellious anyways. They're not going to do much. They're not just going to do much in our favor. And now it's 8 turns instead of 7 turns to get that particular city to grow. And now you already got an additional territory. We're going to have to scout ahead with some of our true scouts. Both empires are at peace. He is sullen. Of course, don't forget, he's vindictive. He's never going to forget us. They never forget what happened in the past. We have the capital, but they're much weaker. So, should he ever get the chance to backstab us with a colleague, he's gonna do it. Let's remember that. But in the meantime, you can grow your territories by gaining a population. And we're gonna do that by attaching this territory. But we're not going to do that first. First, We're gonna say, we want those horses. Now, when we can get copper, we can also use our influence to get that. In fact, now I just realized, how far are we away from copper? We're gonna get carpentry. And the copper is over here. Well, we first have to take this. But do we first want to attach Antares, maybe? Over this one? Maybe we do. Because building this with influence is much quicker. And this territory doesn't have a valuable resources in that needs to be harvested. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually, I've changed my mind. We're gonna attach you. There we go. That is the territory star gained. But you see, that influence star, to me, they're pretty hard to get. They're pretty difficult. So either I'm doing it wrong. Oh, that's definitely a possibility. Thank you, curiosity. That's definitely a possibility. I'm just doing it wrong. Or they are just really hard to get. It feels so weird to have just taken down Marbazir. Because he's definitely better at strategy games than I am. At least I would think so. Oh, and we're gonna go over there. Thank you for that research. We got carpentry already. And already a little bit to the next one. That's why I like these ones. If you can get a lot of curiosity to give you science, you can, certainly early game, they can boost your society so quickly. And look at the gold that we're having. I am not used to this. And no, we're gonna focus on this. I want you to grow. Because according to this, we can have 13 population in this city based on the jobs that we have. Now that is not a hard limit, by the way. You can go over that if you have enough food for them. We'll have to see if what we can maintain. But now we also can place, for instance, schools over here. Now this is not a good spot. And we're going to have to probably build a food district. But hey, we can do it. In fact, it would have probably been now smarter to build a holy site in Humankind than over here, but we didn't have it back then and we were already building it. And now we can't really undo it. Well, actually I can by clicking this, but that's a bit of a waste. Having said that, what is the yield here? Pretty poor. Continent-wise, I don't know if it's smarter perhaps to give it actually to Humankind, because I don't know if the continent goes a lot further south here. We are at the northern part.
You are leading the pack.
Oh!
The pack may be annoyed now, but you have secured your place in history forever.
There we go. We are the #1 in fame. Interesting. Can you actually see here that the one that's orange, number 5th, although they have a fame 26 and therefore are in 5th place, they haven't even gone into the next era yet. Because you can see that as they don't have that many stars available to them. So they're actually still hunter-gatherers. That's what I told you in the very first episode. It's not always bad to stay in an era for a little longer. Don't stay in there forever. But it's definitely not a problem if you do. The Babylonians have been chosen. Right. So, but you're converting to Zhou. Okay, so this is going to go our way. Am I going to cancel this holy site? There's only 84 production in it. How much production do we have? 28. No, there's some production in this. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna keep it here. Actually, what I should have done is this. Faith, I think I can both rename it, but I can also change how this looks, actually. You can change how the look of the building, but I think we can do that if we get a new tenant. So maybe this is just going to be the old one, and we're going to build a new one in Humankind. Alright. I have the feeling... Oh, the Mycenaeans have fallen. A brilliant civilization fell into ashes. Will it be remembered in the end? No, Marbazir just killed you. You will not be remembered. Nobody will know of you. I feel like such a prick when I say such things. But it is simply the truth.
Let's go.
You go here. And you're No, 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 no. What I want you to do is, I want to check, can we hold on to this many people? Yes, we definitely can. Oh, a game of prophecy. Yeah, there's a... oh, I forget always how this game is called. With the Empire thriving, a new game hailing from a foreign land beguiles the population. Let's just say the Mycenaeans brought that. Everywhere you go, everywhere you go, the distinctive game board and pieces catching your eye. Insisting on a public demonstration, you play the game under instruction in your palace court. But the event has a stinging tail. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination as well as entertainment. Gasp could be heard as the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. What will you do? We can become superstitious. -2 science. Don't really like that. Or we can be defiant, overlook it. We gain less stability, but only in Haiyong, so that's not too bad. Or we can silence it. I'm gonna overlook it. I think we can handle the stability drop here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell this unit that you've done your services. And you can enter Haiyong. Voila! We are starting to build this into a city of somewhat significance. Oh! People! In fact, warriors. So, not just scouts, but people that we have to pay for upkeep. Not only that, they are a little stronger. I'm also looking into... Yeah, I see that one. I get that. But I do want also one over here because I see 2 resources that we probably later are gonna need. But indeed, oh my dear lord, is this area crappy. It is all sorts of crappy. Yeah, I assume that this is gonna be our 3rd city. With maybe this area and that area attached to Haiyong and whatever is south to Mycenaean, or these 2 areas. And you would get... Is this one area? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no limit, by the way, to... Not a real limit, let me put it better. Not a real limit to the amount of... You know what, let's do this time the manual battle because it's easy enough. And so that I can finish my sentence. There's no true limit to how many regions you can attach to your city. In fact, there is a achievement for adding 30 to your city, but there is just probably a preferential mid-ground, because the more districts you add to your city, the more expensive and influence it becomes to do so. This empire is eliminated. I wasn't expecting to go that hardcore. You're gonna go down that way with a friend before we run into trouble. Though we might just have this continent now entirely for ourselves, which means we were set up from the very beginning to go to war. You guys, yeah, you probably are just gonna probably disband more of them. Now, giving a disband command might look a little weird to some, and you know what, you're not entirely wrong. I had to really get used to it, but if you disband a unit, the population comes back, and whenever you make a unit, the population goes down again. So, basically, destroying these units is also allowing us to have population to make better units later on. So it's not like I am completely gone bananas. So once again, a so crappy district. The game is also like, why would you want to build here? It's not even suggesting anything for me. Hey, why is the... I thought I turned that on. Did I turn it up? Did I make boo-boo? I want to keep this unit because he is now a veteran of the war. So we're going to keep him, and we're probably going to upgrade him at a certain point. Cannot be done as there's no upgrade available just yet. There will be, don't worry. What we could also do is deforestation. Clear forest. Clear forest from a tile and an industry boost is granted when used on a territory belonging to one of the cities. Or if you are besieging an opponent's city. So this is a way for us to gain some bonus and also to have done that siege earlier a little quicker. But keeping the force alive is also nice, because later on, or actually very early on, I should say. Oh, we already have it here. Lumberyard makes it easier to build things. In fact, we should definitely start focusing on getting these districts in. Or these things in. In fact, I'm gonna focus on that before this. Well, 5 turns away is just too good. No, we're gonna get the 5. Wishy-washy I. Wishy-washy I am. 6 food per farmer as a base value. I do want to get a scientist up and running. If only to get our research just up a wee bit of it. Because it's just no good at the moment. Hopefully you can support this. Oh shoot, this isn't attached yet. Gosh darn it. Well. Investment for later, I guess. God, not playing my best. In case we run into a bear, we will run them with in freeze. Down here. Alright, end turn. That was a long turn with bad things. Lake Baika has been found by somebody. Alright. Something converts to a new religion. Yeah, this looks... This might just be the end of the continent, man. That is just... a little awkward. That's a small, thin continent we are populating. There we go. Just find the curiosities. For that is another volunteer. Alright. But I could check. Could I? No, I cannot insta-buy that. We have so much money, I was almost wondering if we could. Alright, let's find more curiosities. Although I wasn't hoping for units, to be fairly honest. You're gonna have to at least retreat to friendly... You both are going to have to retreat to friendly territory. Which army's idle? You are. Yeah, I don't know. You have more than enough people to be a city, but our city cap is limited. Which I kind of want to go here and... It's over here, where the city cap is grown, but we can't get that still in this age. This age does not allow for that. And we cannot embark yet, which I don't even know if that's also available in this age. Yes, it is, sailing. It's after fishing. First I want the copper. This is just, but you know what? Auto-explore on you. Just auto-explore. Auto-explore. Let's make things easier for ourselves. Agrarian stars. Alright. Growing my population even more. Once again, I like the Harappans because of that, but when I tend to get the Harappans as a civilization, you can actually see that they already had roads, and we did not, because there was already roads down here. The Harappans tend to be very quickly picked by other people. That's A. B. The annoying thing about it is that I then don't tend to have the science in order to get this bonus, which I really like. Ooh, nice, thank you. As your horizons widen now in the lockstep. Okay, this is about our army. Show details. I like this one. +1 combat strength. And it's also influence, so we're gonna do that one.
That people shouldn't have to do a job unless they want to.
There we go. He is finding all kinds of remains. Thank you so much. Well, I guess Auto Explorer is better than what I can do. You have found more You immediately find another curiosity. Is Auto Explore overpowered? I don't know, man. We're just got 2 curiosities and also of the right type, or I would say. The type that I find interesting. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know why I'm moving these guys, but I'm moving these guys. Basically, they're being worthless right now. I am going to put them into work into Hayong. Oh, sorry. You guys still had a thing to do. No, of course, we also have these wonders that we can... That is now within our territory. Natural wonder control effect, which we do. So plus 5 influence, plus 10 stability, plus 10 money on the city or outpost. That is why we're gaining quite a bit right now. Makes me also wonder, on this outpost, can we already... No, we do not still have the technology to get Sage. We really ought to look into that. Patronage. Where is that? Patronage. Oh, that is quite a bit ways away. Okay. And we have tons of that stuff. This is also patronage. Both of these are patronage. Sage and saffron. Well, isn't that wonderful? We have luxury resources we can't mine for ages. Population gain. It also means that we can make this a very stable... What is happening? How overpowered is Auto Explore? I am afraid of Auto Explore right now, that I have never used this to its proper effect. You guys. Disband this unit. Disband this unit. And you are going to join the warriors. Just because you have a star. Ayong, you have just grown a lot. I would love... Oh, in 37 turns. There it is. We don't have enough food for all of this. So we need to keep that very much in mind. So if we build this in time, no problem. But otherwise, a bit of a boo-boo. We could also start attaching things. But I will need to wait one more turn. And then we can get the iron working immediately started. Then we can also make our own super unit. And our super unit actually, our embalatic unit, I still don't know how to pronounce that. Yep, it's the end of the continent, guys. Okay. We are, I don't know, it's probably good that we are alone, but it means we are going to need harbors and ports and something strong to defend ourselves with. You are another warrior. So we're going to have 3 warriors and at least a trained unit. It's gonna be good. Uh-oh. And there are aggressive people. The Minoans. Okay, well that is something we can explain then as well. These guys are gonna try to find an outpost. And they're going to try and find a city that's going to harass me constantly, which I don't like. That is probably the research star I think we just unlocked. So this is something where we definitely would still need to have armies. And we can actually unlock, what you do with influence as well, a wonder. What are the cool ones? They're all cool. Okay. That's not a good answer, Peter Plan. Alright. This one. Lots of stability. This just makes your city super stable. Like, you can see it +2 stability on every district, 20 stability, and 100 fame. That's for everyone. Also extracts a luxury resource. So if you can do it, that does it. +10 food per co-religious state. What I understand, what I think of it when I read it, and I can't guarantee it, is that, for instance, the Mycenaeans, should they have lived and had our religion, we've gotten additional food. But it always gives +20 faith, +40 stability. So it gives more faith than this one, and more stability in general. On the capital, 5% food on capital of the empires following the same religion. So all the empires get it. And +5 stability on the capital of empires following the same religion. So this one really is for pushing religions out. And it also counts as a holy site, but does not change the cap. Plus, this is a one for minus 25 on district industry cost, so this is easier to build industries and must be placed next to a river. And then we have the Temple of Artemis, which is health regeneration on units. Your units ignore movement penalties in forest. Health regeneration is really cool. Because I think it also happens outside of your borders. But I'm gonna wait a smidge with getting it. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this for 20 influence. Then we're gonna attach this to our capital. I didn't attach it to this city. I'm an idiot. Because if I attach it to you, then again you're gonna get an additional district and then your stability is gonna drop like a fly. I need your stability to go up. And the way to do that is to build this actually, but it's gonna take... You're producing so little science with it. Boy. Yeah, you can handle that. You're going down to 87, but this is gonna bring it up to 20. So that's not too bad. It also allows us to do this. And this. Faster production, which is really good. We're just gonna have to have this attached. You're gonna have these zones, you're gonna have these zones probably, and you're just gonna be a little smaller city. What is up in here? The struggle for dominion. The capital is the empire's true seat of power, but now other cities with energetic populations rise to the prominence. Their leaders and other influential figures want sway over the empire's affairs, and the questions of who wields power must be answered. Alright, so we can do plus 25 stability on capital, or plus 1 city cap, and I love that one.
Most problems eventually yield to the onslaught of more brains.
Now, the disadvantage is, because I took that one, we went even more extreme. Thus, the cap is gonna change again. So basically, this city isn't stable, and we need to get it to get stable. If we build it here, we can get this... Oh, actually... There's a district over here. You mean you can build it over here? No. Why is this allowed? I don't know. But that would allow me to get... Oh, I can also build it over here and here. Because I'm looking at this and looking at the mountains, like where am I going to... Is it where I can have... where I have vision on? Because I have vision on this and this. Feels like where I have vision on. That could allow me to build a very powerful fort here, and although it's not gonna guard much, it's gonna help me build a very good science school here. That's the position I wanted, so I want to build the fort here. But I also want to deal with these guys. So I'm gonna go up here. And these guys are gonna combine. Because we're gonna have to fight these guys at a certain point. Thank you for that additional influence. We can definitely use it. I'm gonna put you off auto explore because now we have a reason to do something with you guys. You are gonna go up. Actually, I should have split you in two. I apologize for that one. That's a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, I think we're gonna go into harbor and fishing. Or food irrigation. Plus 2 food on river. Yeah, hold on. Let's do first that one and then this one. He might attack this one and I might have to flee.
Devotion and respect for authority. Good. Just be careful of fanaticism.
There we go. We build our holy site. Making this city once again super stable. So, no problem there. Only food is once again a problem. But we're gonna get... well, we still have to build flood irrigation. So it's not immediately there for our benefit. You're gonna go and join this. Can you join here? Yeah, then you're still in our territory and you can hold on to it. So I assume that the enemy units are either going to build a area over here or there, and we need to fight that. Well, luckily we have an army. I'm going to have one unit split off this force. Keep forgetting also that this district does exist. But yeah, building a fort here. I'm not going to get that to production very quickly anyways. This is a river tile which is too good to surrender. Let's just first grab the... Oh my, and now of course everything pops. Because you just need stability. Which also, the other way we can do that is getting a fountain. Which is actually in irrigation. So yeah, irrigation is the way to go right now. You're gonna go and look up here if you can find me a curiosity. Everything else good? Seems like it. You don't have... No, you don't have that much forest. Yeah, it's... I'm willing to build new units. But we are so close. And we just don't have the technology yet. I thought... I have been talking about our special units, but hell, we don't even have the tech for that yet. So why can I pop this? Oh my, the auto-explore. A land of the dead. For hundreds of years, the dead of Haiyong have laid to rest in burial sites within or close to the city's borders. Now, however, with a fast rising population and many dying every moon, these sites are becoming overcrowded. Oh dear. Future burials could lead to disease as corpses await processing. Cremation might be a wiser choice. What is your decree? Forced labor. Get a bit of less stability, but a lot of production, which might be nice. Or a lot of food. Plus 20% on land unit industry cost modifier and naval units. Cremate or additional faith privilege. This is the only one that brings us to science, but it doesn't really matter. It's more what can we handle. We have the stability, we can build quick. I'm gonna go with forced labor. Let's get the city to grow very rapidly. In the darkest depths, miners and prospective miners and their kin from Haiyong are afraid. Ancient traditions are strong, and many believe the mythical beasts of the old legends are very real. Now rumors are rife that it was no ordinary bear that attacked a hunting party, but a monstrous creature whose den is the city's nearby mine. Many are likely to down tools without action. How should we respond to the nature? Are we talking about the bear ones ago, a long while ago? Even more forced labor. Okay. You know, I cannot deny that having this much forced labor is not good for stability, but it's gonna make us build so fast that I cannot deny it. Well, and with that, we're gonna end the episode. I am a bit of a jerk, making my people work hard, but hey, otherwise, our empire is growing nicely. I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.